Hello everyone, my name is Mrinalini Mar and this is the part 4 of the Bhuri Singh Museum series. And in this part, I'll be telling you about some of the antiquities displayed in the history gallery of the Bhuri Singh Museum. The history gallery is on the first floor. And as you are going to the first floor, you can see old photos of Chamba and paintings of the Rajas of Chamba displayed on the walls. In this gallery, you can see manuscripts, historical documents, copper plates, stone inscriptions, and also cannons and war drums. The manuscripts that are displayed in the history gallery are in handmade cream-colored paper known as Sialkoti paper. Most of them are written in Devanagari script, though a few of them are also in Persian, Bhotian and Takri script. According to Dr. Hermann Goetz, a German art historian and museum director, the paper was introduced in Chamba in the 17th century AD during the reign of Raja Prithvi Singh of Chamba. Before this, the copper plates were the sole medium of administrative work. The ink to write these manuscripts was prepared from black soot that was procured from mustard oil lamp. The manuscript writing was the sole preserve of Brahmin families of Chamba who lived in the upper quarters of the town. The work of writing a manuscript was started on an auspicious day and it was suspended during mourning. The museum contains small but interesting collection of state papers which represent all that remains of the ancient archives of Chamba. The Persian documents are of special interest because they throw considerable light on the relations between the Chamba Rajas and the great Mughals and the Duranis. Covering the period from the middle of the 17th till the end of the 18th century, they reflect the rapid decline of the Mughal influence in the Punjab hill states and the appearance of Durrani supremacy. Earliest in date is a letter in Persian regarding a boundary dispute between Raja Prithvi Singh of Chamba and Sangram Pal of Basoli, in which it is set forth that the Pargana of Bhalai belongs to Chamba territory. It bears the autographs in Takri of Raja Prithvi Singh and various officials and some seal impressions in Persian. Inscriptions on copper plates are known to occur in most parts of India and indeed must at one time have been in use all over the Indian subcontinent. The custom of engraving title deeds of pious donations on copper is referred by the Chinese pilgrim Fa Hien. These pious donations were made by the ancient Hindu rulers to Brahmins and temples. Almost all of the copper plates record the grants of lands made by the rulers. The donor is usually the ruler of the time or one of his relatives, and the donees are either Brahmins or temples. Grants of land to Brahmins and temples were considered meritorious under all circumstances. But the coincidence of certain astronomical phenomena was supposed to enhance the merit of the gift. And because of that, some of the copper plate grants were dated on the occasion of solar eclipse. Kanangam was the first to draw attention to the existence of 3 copper plates with grants of land in Chamba. The number of inscribed copper plates, however, is infinitely larger than Kanangam supposed. According to Romila Thapar, an art historian, the largest number of copper plates have been found in Chamba. These copper plates continued to remain operative till about the 17th century when paper was introduced in Chamba. The total number of copper plates in Chamba state may be safely estimated at nearly 150. The earliest copper plate grant was of 11th century, issued by Tribhuvan Rekha, the queen of Yugakar Varman, and records a grant of land to the temples of Narsingh at Bharmor, the ancient capital of the state. War drums are also one of the interesting antiques displayed in the History Gallery. These war drums were brought from Basoli by Raja Jeet Singh of Chamba after having defeated the Raja of Basoli. They were brought as war souvenirs. Since the very ancient times, it was the tradition to capture the war drums of the enemy. This tradition seems to have been in vogue even during the Vedic period, where it was known as Dhundubi. Even Bhagavad Gita mentions them in the Battle of Kurukshetra. So that was it for today's video. If you liked the video, please don't forget to press the like button and share this video, and please don't forget to press the subscribe button if you want to watch more such videos on Chamba. Goodbye and thank you.